This is a story from the Lives of the Saints by Father Alban Butler. Oh, Butler's Lives of the Saints. Of course, I think I've heard of that. And I'm not actually reading out of this book for those of you who can see that. I'm reading from a phone, but I think it looks nicer. And when you're watching other ones, you'll see this and you'll go, ah, nice. Unless you see the hint of the phone on top. Okay, this is the story of the martyrs of Hadiab. In the 5th year of our persecutions, says the Acts, Sapor, being of Seleucia, caused to be apprehended in the neighboring places 120 Christians, of which 9 were virgins consecrated to God. The others were priests, deacons, and of the inferior clergy. They lay 6 months in filthy, stinking dungeons till the end of winter, during all which space Jasdun Dokta, a very rich, virtuous lady of Arbela, the capital of Hadiabena, supported them by her charities, not admitting of a partner in that good work. So she didn't let anybody know she was helping these poor 120 people. During this interval, they were often tortured, but always courageously answered the president that they would never adore the Son, a mere creature of God, and begged that he would finish speedily their triumph by death, which would free them from dangers and insults. So they wished for death, the martyr's death. This happened in the year 345, by the way. Jasdunta, I'm not saying that right, I'm sure, hearing from the court one day that they were to suffer the next morning, flew to the prison, gave to every one of them a fine, long, white long robe, as to chosen spouses of the heavenly bridegroom, prepared for them a sumptuous supper, served and waited on them herself at table, gave them wholesome exhortations, and read the Holy Scriptures to them. They were surprised at her behavior, but could not prevail on her to tell them the reason. The next morning she returned to the prison and told them she had been informed that there was the happy morning this was the happy morning when they were to receive their crown, martyrdom, and be joined to the blessed spirits. She earnestly recommended herself to their prayers and for the pardon of her sins, and that she might meet them at the last day and live eternally with them. Soon after, the king's order for their immediate execution was brought to the prison. As they went out of it, Jasdundokta met them at the door, fell at their feet, took hold of their hands, and kissed them. The guards hastened them on with great precipitation. Also president, and there was another word, it seems a word like we would use. To the place, she flew there. To the place of execution, where the judge who presided at their tortures asked them again if any of them would adore the Son and receive a pardon. Excuse me. Quiet! I guess not. Oh, they answered that their countenance must show that they met their death with joy and condemned this world and its light, being perfectly assured of receiving an immortal crown in the kingdom of heaven. He then dictated the sentence of death, whereupon their heads were struck off. Jasdundokta, in the dusk, in the dusk of the evening, brought out of the city 2 undertakers or embalmers for each body, like 240 people, caused them to wrap their bodies in fine linen and carry them in coffins for fear of the Magians, to a place at a considerable distance from the town, where she buried them in deep graves with monuments, 5 and 5 in a grave. They were of the province of Hadiabena, which contained the greatest part of the ancient Assyria, and was, in a manner, peopled by Christians. Helena, queen of the Hadiabenians, seemed to have embraced Christianity in the 2nd century. So they were taken to a Christian area for burial. Her son, Izatz, and his successors much promoted the faith, so that Sozoman says the country was almost entirely Christian. These 120 martyrs suffered at Seleucia in the year of Christ, 345, of King Sapor, the 36th and the 6th of his great persecution, on the 6th day of the moon in April, which was the 21st of that month. They are mentioned in the Roman martyrology on the 6th. So let's ask the saints, the martyrs of Hadiab, to pray for us. Let's ask all the saints to pray for us. Please pray for the souls in purgatory. Shh, quiet, please.